Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be playing not a Roblox game, a Python game that I made myself because Python. So anyways, this thing I made, basically what it is it runs on Python. So like, you know, Python, like you type in a little thing like this print command, hello world, and then when you run it, it says hello world, like that. But today I made something a little bit more interesting. It's basically a Mad Libs, but better. So let's open it. So first we gotta open command prompt. As you can see here, we have that open. And I think this works in Mac's version of command prompt as well as Linux. So that's nice. So I'm gonna load this from the floppy disk. Yes, I know, I'm using that. I have no idea why. So let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna type in the Mad Libs quick edition.py. Welcome to my Mad Libs program made with Python version 3.7.4. There will be 5 Mad Libs that will use a verb, noun, and adjective, along with other specific words. Enter a name. And here is where we get our first prompt. So let's enter in a name. Let's go with Peter. Enter an animal, e.g. dog. Let's see here. T-Rex. Enter another name. Mr. Landlord. Enter an emotion, e.g. sad. Confuzzled. Enter a general noun, e.g. bridge. How interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go with table. Enter a verb. Do not add an ed. Yeah, I've already got that covered, the past tense and the ing. Although the past tense is a little bit flawed, but it works. Okay, let's do fart. Input a name. Let's see. Mr. Brownie. Enter a place, e.g. New York City. Hogwarts. Because of course Hogwarts is what we'd want. Enter another name. Hilarious name, of course. Let's see, another hilarious name. Let's just go with Stewie, because I like that name a little bit too much. Enter an adjective. Okay, let's do weird. Now when I make the link to this game to put in an online Python interpreter, I might add an adverb thing and slightly adjust this to be a little better, but I'm probably just gonna upload it the way it is. So let's enter another name. Let's see. Mrs. Robin. Enter a body part, e.g. leg. Eyelid. Enter a stupidly great name. Let's see here. Let's do a very feminine name. Bob. Enter the final name. Okay, let's see. Enter the final name. Let's do another feminine name. James. Loading. I just did that so you'd kind of catch yourself. Once, a boy named Peter was having a weird week at the table, so Peter decided to go to Hogwarts, and he farted all the way to the local table. Peter felt confuzzled about these events and had a weird time. The end. Okay, let's wait for the next one. Put timestamps on this so it wouldn't be in your face. A girl named Mr. Landlord went to Hogwarts for the first time in her life. Mr. Landlord accidentally farted all over the place. Mr. Landlord was confuzzled because of how she was farting at Hogwarts, so she ran to the table. The end. Now that's a quite interesting story. If this ever happens to you, you probably need to call a doctor. On a weird day, a woman named Mr. Brownie was going to work at the Hogwarts, but little did she know that a weird T-Rex would fart her. Mr. Brownie was extremely confuzzled and decided to tell her pet, Stewie, about the ordeal, and she was happy to have someone by her eyelid. The end. It was 1943 in World War II. A manly soldier named the Great and Weird Mrs. Robin. He was just a private for the U.S. Army. Mrs. Robin, the weird man he was, decided to try to fart his way into the forces of the U.S. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you get into the U.S. Army. Because he wanted to prove to his family that he is a table. Yep. Mrs. Robin went to war, and what he had seen made him feel confuzzled. He did not expect to see such weird horrors of war, but he persevered and continued to fart at the enemy. When he came home from the war, his family congratulated him on farting the enemy and for getting a Purple Heart from his wounds that caused his eyelid to be amputated. Mrs. Robin was proud of what he had done and lived a weird life. The end. Once upon a time, on the weird land of Hogwarts, there was a magical princess with a beautiful name called James. She lived in a weird table. James was feeling confuzzled about being stuck in the table, so she always waited at a window for a rescuer to come by to save her. One fateful evening, a prince from Great Britain called Sir Bob came to her presence and said, "Don't worry, Princess James. I will rescue you from this wretched table." The princess was confuzzled to hear this, so she let down her long and weird hair down for Bob. As soon as he had seen it, he felt an intense feeling of confuzzledness, but persevered. Soon, Bob got James out of the dreaded table, and they both farted happily ever after. The end. This program was made by me using Python, of course. You can check out my YouTube channel, which you're probably already at if you're seeing this video right now. And there we go, end of program. So I'm going to show you this program. Oh wait, no, that's not how we do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how this program was written, in case if you don't know what Python is. Basically, Python is a general purpose programming language where you can do many things with it, make games, do web development, and it's interpreted, which means that it will run slow, so you can't make anything complicated or that's really long, or you'll have to do something to make it run faster. So what I did was use import time to do time pauses, and I'd use print, a lot of print, and quite a few inputs. And I only did this with about like 5 different functions. And yeah, some of this is quite long, and I didn't use any backslashes for some reason, so there is a whole lot of columns. Yeah, it's a lot. Anyways, I'm going to publish this, or share this with you guys down in the link description below. If you guys ever want to do this, all you need to do is go onto this site or any online interpreter, make sure it's running Python 3, and you can essentially just copy and paste the program here if you wanted to, but I don't think I'm able to share files with the YouTube description, so I'll just share the link you can do right here. So yeah, let's mess around with this thing some more, shall we? Okay. Oh, we gotta type in the long command again. Do that. Okay, quick addition .py. Welcome to my Mad Libs program, of course. You've already seen this. If you haven't, you don't read or listen. Okay, let's just try doing a spam one. Enter a name. Yes. 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 Indeed. Yes. 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 Indeed, it is. Yes. And then we have yes. And no. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Once a boy named Yes was having a Yes week at the Yes. So Yes decided to go to Yes, and he yesed all the way to the local Yes. Yes felt yes about these events and had a yes time. The end. Now, I don't know about you, but that was mildly funny. Which I guess is good enough, because Mad Libs is meant for the humor, mostly. Okay, a girl named Yes went to the Yes for the first time in her life. Yes accidentally yesed all over the place. Yes was yes because of how she was yesing at Yes, so she ran to the Yes. The end. Great story. On a Yes day, a woman named Yes was going to work at the Yes, but little did she know that a Yes would yes her. Yes was extremely yes and decided to tell her pet Yes about the ordeal if she was happy to have someone by her Yes. The end. It was 1943 in World War II. A manly soldier named the Great and Yes. He was just a private for the U.S. Army. Yes, the Yes Man. He was decided. Okay, I gotta fix that. To try to yes his way into the forces of the U.S. because he wanted to prove to his family that he is a Yes. Yes went to war, and what he had seen made him feel yes. He did not expect to see such yes horrors of war, but he persevered and continued to yes at the enemy. When he came home from the war, his family congratulated him on yesing the enemy and for getting a Purple Heart from his wounds that caused his yes to be amputated. Yes was proud of what he had done and lived a yes life. The end. Once upon a time, on the Yes Land of Yes, there was a magical princess with a beautiful name called No. She lived in a yes. No was feeling yes about being stuck in the yes, so she always waited at a window for a rescuer to come by to save her. One fateful evening, a prince from Great Britain called Sir Yes came to her presence and said, "Don't worry, Princess No. I will rescue you from this wretched yes." The princess was yes to hear this, so she let down her long and yes hair down for yes. As soon as he had seen it, he felt an intense feeling of yes, but persevered. Soon, Yes got No out of the dreaded yes, and they both yesed happily ever after. I don't know about you, but this is kind of a weird sounding story. Okay, let's try doing this one more time. I don't know, I'm starting to forget what the program's called. And I think I typed in something wrong. Well, oof. Let's see if it matches. Libs, yes. Quick, yes. Addition, dot py, yes. Oh, I did quiet edition. What the heck? That's why it didn't work. Okay, welcome to my Mad Libs program. Of course, there you go. There will be 5 Mad Libs that will use a verb, noun, and adjective along with other specific words. Enter a name. Let's make this funny. So, I'm going to use certain characters from certain shows. If you know where what show these characters come from, leave a comment down below on what you think it is. Enter a name. Will. Enter an animal. Demogorgon. I don't know how to spell it because me is bad at smelling. Oh my gosh. Spelling. Enter another name. 11. Enter an emotion. Let's see. Let's do something totally random. I'm gonna use a generator for this. Random, what is it called? Emotion generator. Let's see. Melancholy. Melancholy. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name. Let's scroll down. Enter a general noun. Bridge. Let's do... Oh wait, no. Hospital. Because there's a few scenes where this show takes place at. Enter a verb. Let's do fight. And put a name. Okay. Let's see. Wilson. Enter a place. Hawkins Lab. If you guys don't know what this is, either you're living under a rock or you're just too underage to actually see this show. Or you don't have Netflix. Hint, hint. Enter another hilarious name. Let's see. Hopper. Enter an adjective. Weird. Enter another name. Lots of names. I'd probably put one too many names in there. At least one. It's my own name. I'm probably gonna regret this. Enter a body part. Skin cell. Enter a stupidly good name. Very stupidly good. Mike. Enter the final name. Mind Flayer. This is probably going to be somewhat funny. Once, a boy named Will was having a weird week at the hospital, so Will decided to go to Hawkins' lab, and he fighted all the way to the local hospital. Will felt melancholy about these events and had a weird time. The end. Okay, that is actually somewhat true to the story. That's funny. A girl named Eleven went to Hawkins' lab for the first time in her life. Eleven accidentally fighted all over the place. Eleven was melancholy because of how she was fighting at Hawkins' lab, so she ran to the hospital. The end. Okay, let's wait. Okay. On a weird day, a woman named Wilson was going to work at the Hawkins lab, but little did she know that a weird demogorgon would fight her. Wilson was extremely melancholy and decided to tell her pet Hopper about the ordeal, and she was happy to have someone buy her skin cell. The end. Someone buy your skin cell, there's probably a lot of people, considering that thousands of them fall off each day. It was 1943 in World War II. A manly soldier named the Great and Weird of course, and Weird Ethan. He was just a private for the U.S. Army. Ethan, the weird man he was, decided to try to fight his way into the forces of the U.S. Oh man, what just happened? I think it had a seizure. Okay. What the heck? That was weird. Because he wanted to prove to his family that he is a hospital. Ethan went to war, and what he had seen made him feel melancholy. He did not expect to see such weird horrors of war, but he persevered and continued to fight at the enemy. When he came home from the war, his family congratulated him on fighting the enemy and for getting a purple heart from his wounds that caused his skin cell to be amputated. I don't even know how they would do that, or why they would do that in real life, but yes. Ethan was proud of what he had done and lived a weird life. The end. Once upon a time on the weird land of Hawkins Lab, there was a magical princess with a beautiful name called Mind Flayer. She lived in a weird hospital. Mind Flayer was feeling melancholy about being stuck in the hospital, so she always waited at a window for a rescuer to come by to save her. One fateful evening, a prince from Great Britain called Sir Mike came to her presence and said, "Don't worry, Princess Mind Flayer, I will rescue you from this wretched hospital." The princess was melancholy to hear this, so she let down her long and weird hair down for Mike. As soon as he had seen it, he felt an intense feeling of melancholy, but persevered. Soon Mike got Mind Flayer out of the dreaded hospital, and they both fighted happily ever after. The end! Okay, why do I not know what melancholy is and I used it? Let's just search that up really quick. Let's see. A feeling of... Okay. A feeling of sadness, typically with no obvious cause. I think that fits in a little too well. Anyways. I think we're gonna end the video here. Remember to subscribe, leave a like, maybe comment down on the video on what I should do next with my Python program. By the way, I'm still learning new functions, so don't try anything crazy like make a game like Snake or something like that. I'm not capable of such tasks. But remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, maybe hit the bell notification so you know when I upload, and try out my game. I'm sure you'll like it. It's much better than the Mad Libs I play, whereas you have to put in so many words and you only get one Mad Lib out of it. Whereas this, it gives you five Mad Libs. That's just normal-ish. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Stay fresh.